My friends from all around the world, good to see you again. It is your buddy Keith here in the kitchen of Essex Recording Studios. I've got another Zakk Wylde Epiphone, Les Paul Custom. This is the top model coming out of Epiphone's quote-unquote custom shop. This is a Korean model too, earlier one. Better built than the Chinese later models. They're just rock solid. Let's pull it out of its case. You'll see a lot of these on my channel lately because I've got about 10 of them, and we're throwing them all up on our website and Reverb store. This one comes with a beautiful Epiphone Les Paul case. Gorgeous. Nicer than some of the Gibson cases I've seen. There it is. All right, let's put this down here and take ourselves a look. So you can see it's got the antique white finish. The proper Zakk Wylde Les Paul should not be bright white. They're not. They're more, like I said, antique white, cream white, whatever you want to call it. Gold hardware, emg-hz or hz pickups. These are the passive EMGs, so they don't run off of a 9-volt. They're, you got the, what do we have here? The gold and silver font. So it's like the 81 and 85 combo, but the passive version. A lot of people prefer passives. I prefer passives personally, especially when recording. And it's also nice to not have a 9-volt die on you. If you want the authentic, true Zakk Wylde pickup set, buy it, swap them in. It's real easy. They're solderless connections these days. There's your binding, strap button, acrylic speed knobs, input jack. You'll notice the input jacks vary on these models depending on the year, if it's made in the Korean factory or the Chinese factory. Really nice piece of rosewood for the fretboard, acrylic block inlays. Gold Zakk Wylde Les Paul Custom truss rod cover. 3 screws for the Epiphones, 2 screws for the Gibson models. An authentic mother of pearl split diamond logo. And yes, the Epiphone logo, as you can see there, is mother of pearl too. Cool. Headstock shapes up here will vary. Sometimes this bit goes quite deep, depending again on the year and which factory it's made in and which model, because there's a camouflage model. There's a orange buzzsaw graphic model. I think that's it. I think that's the 3 Les Pauls you get out of the ESP shop. And a great piece of maple for the neck. Has a scarf joint. Some do, some don't. The Chinese models do not have the scarf joint. You can see the Made in Korea sticker. Sometimes, most of the times the sticker looks like this. Sometimes it's white, smaller font. And then you've got like your CE badge. This I haven't seen before. This is a past inspection. Still have that sticker on it. Again, very good condition on this guitar. All even patina. You might see some reflections in the lighting. But it's all a nice even patina. There's no buckle rash or anything. A little bit of bird's eye, which is nice there on the maple. And your serial number, U03, so it's a 2003 early, very early model. And there's the Zakk man himself. You've got 3 stripes there, 3 concentric circles on the bullseye with a lot of bleed. Usually you see a lot of bleed like that on the first circle. That's not to say, I've seen other people say, oh, if it's got 4 stripes, it's fake. It's not. The Chinese models, the newer models, have 4 circles, and they're very crisp on those. So again, it just depends on the year and which model you're dealing with. Some of the other finishes, the camo and the buzzsaw, will have a custom shop limited edition circle here. That's normal. Grover tuners, a little bit of tarnish on them. They need a good little polish. And that's it, guys. Go ahead and compare it to the other ones. You'll see this on the Epiphones. They've got this second piece of wood in the heel of the neck. I don't know what that's called, that construction technique. But yeah, you're supposed to see that. There's no super glossy polyurethane on it. Yes, there is a sealant finish on it, like a satin kind of thin layer, but nothing super glossy, which is a big telltale sign on the fakes. Also, you don't get this gorgeous quality wood with all of this expensive, scarf joint, and you see all this grain here. This is all really well cut, really nice wood. You don't see that stuff on the fakes, and they do fake the Epiphones, believe it or not. So if you're looking at one and you're not quite sure, it does need to be from a similar year and from the Korean factory if you're comparing this. If you're comparing a Chinese one, you'll see all sorts of different stuff. The Chinese ones have EMGs. They'll have a battery box here for the 9-volt. No scarf joint. Headstock shape will be a little bit different. And one other thing I forgot to mention, the font changes by the year. So don't think that you have a fake just because the font isn't like this. See how long this N is? And the angle? Some of the angles on the Epiphone are tilted slightly more, and the ends are like cut off like right there. They don't go down like that. It just depends on the year, guys. That's it. It really does. And the factory and the model. We're going to do a video soon with all of these guitars lined up. I've got like 10 of them. And you'll see all the little variations side by side. But no matter what, if you're interested in this one, it's a great guitar. I think if I had to pick one negative thing to say about it, it's got a little ding in the black circle there. Which is annoying, but, nothing's perfect. Certainly, it's 2018, February. This thing was built in 2003. For 15 years, for that to be the only thing you can say bad about this guitar, you're doing great. You're doing phenomenal. Not available at all anymore. Zakk has split ways with Gibson and Epiphone. And in fact, he's got his own line of guitars that are built in Korea. So it's funny enough, the authentic, true Zakk Wylde guitar today is a Korean guitar. Go figure. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off here. Please subscribe to the channel. You guys have been my heroes. We've got over 200 subscribers. I think 6-7 people subscribed yesterday. Every day we're seeing more and more people. I do want to give a huge shout out to all my friends around the world, liking, commenting. We got cool guys out in New Zealand and Australia commenting like every day. Awesome. New friend out in Canada. He's been great. I love seeing it, guys. I'll show you the analytics in another video here coming up, but I see like a real-time report. We've got over 1,000 people watching every single day. Average view times over 2 minutes now, which is huge for YouTube. Most people they check out after a minute and a half. So it's cool to be hanging out with you guys and have you along for the ride. We've got many guitars coming. I bought 2 today. I got an 87 black Strat coming your way. That is one owner. The thing is like a time capsule. And we've also got what did I get? I've got 4 guitars coming over from the States. Shannon Soloist from Jackson. A couple vintage 70s Gibson SGs, and a Les Paul Custom with a green flame top. You'll have that coming soon. And what was the other guitar I bought today? Oh, Custom Shop Strat 2003. That's super cool. Can't wait to show you that one. That'll be here like in about a week. All right, guys, I'm out. See you soon in the next video. Bye.